Oh man, I didn't think you were gonna hit me with philosophy.
Hi everyone, welcome to this episode of E-Junkies. A few days ago, we got a one-to-one interview with Hollywood star Lin-Manuel Miranda. He contributed 8 original songs to this new Disney movie called Encanto. So the Disney movie Encanto is about this family called the Madrigals. They live in a magical house in a charmed place called an Encanto, and the magic from the Encanto has blessed every child in the family. When they turn 5, they will receive a unique gift. So one has super strength, another has the power to heal. So every child for 2 generations have received unique gifts. Everyone but Mirabel. So she's the normal one. But then one day she discovers that the magic surrounding the Encanto is in danger, is disappearing, and then she finds out that she might be the only one who can save her family and the Encanto. So we asked him about how Encanto is a personal movie for him and how it has helped him to discover more things about his own family. So let's watch the interview now. So Jared and Byron said that this is a personal movie for them, and a lot of the research started with their family. So is this a personal movie for you as well? And what unexpected things did you find out about your family?
Ooh, that's a great second part to that question. They are absolutely right. We all threw our family stories into the pot. I actually brought my father along for the ride. He came into some of our story meetings and told from his perspective. He grew up in Puerto Rico. I grew up in New York City. So we actually had very different family stories to kind of throw into the center of the room. And one of the unexpected things I learned actually, I think had a lot of influence on the final film, which was that his grandmother, my great-grandmother, really ran their household. It was a matriarchal household, so much so that everyone, when her kids got married, the husbands or the wives would move into the house and she would collect everyone's paychecks from their different jobs at the end of the week and redistribute it to the different families based on what they needed. I'd never heard of anything like this, but I think some of Abuela Alma's strictness in Encanto comes from my dad telling the story of his abuela in those story meetings.
You mentioned that you hope the audience will see themselves in the different Madrigal family members. So, which member of the family do you see yourself in and why?
The really great secret is that I got to play all of them, because when you're the songwriter, you have to play everyone. I had to figure out what Luisa sounds like before I write Surface Pressure. I have to figure out who Isabela is before I write What Else Can I Do. But the one I feel most like is Mirabel, our hero. I'm a baby brother in my family. I'm the youngest. I think when you're the baby of the family, you're always kind of tripping on invisible tripwires that you didn't know about that happened before you were born. You're like, oh, wait, why can't we talk about that in front of grandma? And, Mirabel really is on a journey of discovery of the secrets within her own family and how those secrets and the inability to see each other is harming the house and the family. And so I really related to that, because I think when you're the youngest, there's a whole lot of life that happened before you were born. And part of growing up is discovering that.
Our next question is on Mirabel. So she's considered normal, compared to her family. So in the world that we live in right now, is being normal good?
Oh man, I didn't think you were gonna hit me with philosophy. No, I'm very firmly of the belief that the things that make you unique and maybe sometimes you feel bad about eventually become your superpower. Leaning into the things you're interested in, even if they seem weird to others, like you then become an expert in those things. Like invariably, that's kind of what growing up is. And Mirabel's bravery and determination. Sure, she doesn't have anything shooting out of her hands, and she doesn't have superpowers, but because of that, I think she has an empathy and an ability to see everyone in the family in a way that her other family members might not have. And something my wife pointed out when she watched the movie for the first time, she goes, I love how brave Mirabel is. Like constantly obstacles get thrown in her way. She climbs these steps and there's a huge chasm she has to swing across. She just kind of goes, ugh, let's go. And then just does it. Like that's the kind of character I want to get behind, who like obstacles come and it sucks, but like she kind of leans into it and gets the job done. And that was something that my wife sort of put her finger on that I hadn't been able to articulate until she said it just that way.
What lessons do you want parents to learn from the movie, and what did you gain as a parent?
I think the best family movies give us new ways of talking about our own families. I watched the movie for the first time with my sister last night, and I'm like, you're Luisa. She's the super strong older sister with like too much responsibility. But then she was there with her kids, my nephews, and they turned around. They were like, no, she's abuela. She's too strict. Suddenly we have this vocabulary to talk about our relationships to each other because of this experience we all shared. So I hope families take that with them.
Thank you so much. You're so wonderful. Thank you.
It's so nice to meet you.
Have a great day. Bye-bye. I hope you liked our interview with Lin-Manuel. Even though it was a very short interview, it was beyond my expectations because he was so nice, he was so down to earth. And Encanto is now out in cinemas and it's a great movie to catch with your family and friends. If you enjoyed this interview, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more similar content. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next episode of E-Junkies. Bye.
Hi, I'm Lin-Manuel Miranda, the songwriter behind Encanto. You're watching AsiaOne. Catch Encanto in cinemas now.